All right, welcome to Wise Networking. We're going to do something real quick here. It's just a small little tutorial on BGP. We're going to set some routers up for BGP for routing across some different automated systems. So we have an automated system 100, automated system 200, automated system 300 over here, which this would be, it's like its own network. This is a network. This up here is a network. So we're just going to route these routers through BGP versus like, so let's say like inside here, if you had a bunch of routers, you would run all this through like OSPF. Same with this one over here. And then to get from one to the other, though, we would use what we call BGP, which is more of a protocol we use across the internet to get from one automated system to another. So what we're going to do, we're going to be able to ping this PC to this PC over here once we get these set up for BGP, which is like border gateway protocol. But first thing we're going to do, we'll do each router, and then we'll do the third router. We'll do router 1, then we'll do router 3, and then we'll come do router 2. I'll kind of show you how that works. So we'll first go into router 1 here. And we'll get into it with configure terminal. And just let you know, all the end devices are already configured and everything like that. The ports of the router are already configured with IP addresses and everything. So I'm just doing the BGP. All right, so once we're in here to configure the terminal, we're going to go router, BGP, and we're doing this router here, which is the AS100. So we're going to do so we're basically just naming this BGP 100. So we're kind of setting that router, just kind of like we name a VLAN, same type of thing. And that'll put us into this router mode. And from here, we're going to put in its neighbor. Make sure you can see all this here. So the neighbor is going to be, so I'm here, so the neighbor is going to be this interface there. So we'll do the IP address of that neighbor, which is going to be 10.0.0.2. And this is, the command is called remote. So remote-as. I just hit the tab key to fill it out, to let it finish filling out. And basically it's remoted as this one, since we're going to this one. So we're going to put remote AS 200. So that stands for automated system. So we'll do that. And once we get that set, then we're going to tell it we want it to connect to this whole network over here, which is the 192.168.111.111.0, which is this network here. It is a /24. So here we'll type the word mask. I forgot the command, sorry. You gotta take the word network. Then 192.168.111.0 mask 255.255.255.0 for the /24. Enter, and then we'll just end that. So basically that router right there is set up for BGP, just like that. So I'm going to close that one down. And then I'm actually going to do this one first because it's the exact same steps as that. So we'll come in here, configure terminal, the router, GBP, or BGP, and this one over here is, where's my number? 300, right there's a 300. So I'll name this 300. And right away we're going to do its neighbor. And the neighbor is going to be this address here, 20.0.0.1. Remote-AS and 200. Just like that, like we did before. And then we're also going to set the network to this network here, which is 192.168.32.32.0, and the mask is, it still is a /24. So 255.255.255.0. End. Okay. So we have both of those set up. Let's see if we can see anything in here yet. So I did a show run, and you can see it's right here, this router BGP 300, and it's got the neighbor and the network in there that we added. So we got that. So now, but to get that to work, we have to get this neighbor configured, so that way it works for both of them. It's kind of like OSPF. You got to have the two neighbors connected before it like loads up to know what to do. So we'll come into this one, enable, configure terminal, and we will go router BGP, and this one is 200, which is right there. So name it. And for the neighbor, we can do, let's do this one over here first. So we'll go neighbor. This is the 10.0.0.1, which is this interface right there. That neighbor with the remote -AS of 100. And you can see right there, it changed it up. It went to up right away because it found its neighbor right away. And this one, don't have to do the network part because we're not going to another network. We already have these two networks. If there was a separate network over here, we would add that. But we're just going to add another neighbor. So it goes to both. So the neighbor over here would be 20.0.0.2. The command is remote-AS. And this one is 300. Enter. And you can see that one now went to up. So that one went up there. So we're good. We can do an end. You can do a show IP route right here, and you'll see these routes, these BGP routes right there with the letter B. Kind of like we did OSPF, you would see the letter O, or static, you would see S. So we got the B standing here. You can find it up here, right there, B for BGP. So that router 1, we can check them all just to be sure. Just show IP route. Right there, it is right there. Same with this one. Show IP route, and right there it is right there. So we have our routing, so we should be able to ping from this PC to this PC. So this one over here, let's just see what this is 192, this is 32.2. So we will ping from here. So we're going to ping from this PC over to this PC. Ping wrong. And that is 192.168.32.32.2. And there we go. We got connection over there. And we can just check this other one here, which should be the .3. All right, and we're pinging. We got connection. So that's all good. So that is how you set up routing for BGP. Set up the routers that way to route across different automated systems. All right. Thanks for watching. This is Wise Networking. Like and subscribe.